Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. September is being observed worldwide as World Alzheimer's Month, and of course here in the British Virgin Islands we are doing our part alongside the VI Alzheimer's Association to promote awareness on Alzheimer's and dementia as well as other related illnesses. Joining me today is the founder of the VI Alzheimer's Association, Ms. Edna Williams, to speak about the month-long activities. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
As the winds start to whisper of approaching storms, it's time to safeguard your sanctuary.
Hey, have you checked your insurance policy lately?
Not recently, why?
It's very important to check your insurance policy before the hurricane season.
That's a good idea. I'll reach out to my provider and get some information.
Awesome. Come son, let's plan for emergencies together. We're gonna include your favorite comfort kit.
Thanks, Dad. That makes me feel safer.
We're packing extra medications and extra batteries for your hearing aid.
And by the way, don't forget my glasses.
Okay, Pops.
Alright, let me see. Okay.
Going on, dog?
What are you saying? You good?
You got truck? How you
Well,
on here
know,
doing?
I hear trimming some of the branches to make sure they don't cause a frig when the storm come.
Fair point. I gotta go clean out the gutter them down by me so nothing don't build up. You know how that could go sometimes.
Makes sense. That sounds good. We gotta be prepared.
Facts.
Sometimes we get off track, but that's okay.
Yo, thanks for chilling with the dog today, you know.
Man, anytime, you know I got you.
Yeah, but the place so damn hot now. And you know the old people them say when it's so hot, a storm somewhere out there coming.
Listen, I rebuke that in the name of great God of the universe, okay? Let me move these stuff so they don't cause a problem.
Alright, me want my neighbor window get knocked out at all, my son.
Remember, we're in this together. Reach out to your community, lend a hand, and shield each other from the storm's challenges. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
Welcome back everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, we are discussing and helping to raise awareness on all things Alzheimer's as well as dementia and related illnesses. Edna, welcome back to the studios and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for the invite.
You're most welcome.
Appreciate
As
that.
mentioned, September worldwide
Yes.
is observed as World Alzheimer's Month.
Yes.
And we're no different here in the territory.
Absolutely.
The statistics continue to rise. We
Yes.
continue to be affected by both of these illnesses as well as related illnesses as it pertains to memory and cognizant behaviors. A packed month, which we're going to get into, but I want to talk and begin with this year's theme.
Right. The theme this year, first of all, World Alzheimer's Month is a month that was created by Alzheimer's Disease International,
Okay.
of which we are a member. And there are about 105 members throughout the world, National Association throughout the world that are members of this federation. And the theme for this year is Ask About Dementia, Ask About Alzheimer's. And basically what it does is encouraging people to start the conversation, to start learning more about Alzheimer's and dementia with the hopes that the country or the territory will become more aware and more learned about the disease so that we can start looking at decreasing those stigmas that exist around anything that has to do with cognitive decline.
Understood.
And also the denial that exists when you know that someone in your family is experiencing dementia.
Understood.
Yes.
Now, the month of activities, you have quite a bit planned. Some very exciting events, I understand. Break it down first. So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
First of all, before we even begin the month, this coming Saturday, we are putting our presence in the community. We are decorating De Castro Street
Okay.
with banners and lights, purple banners and purple lights with different sayings related to Alzheimer's and dementia, the entire length of the street.
Okay.
And then, of course, the governor has agreed to put lights, purple lights, in the garden and purple lights shining on his house. So that would be exciting.
Very much so.
In addition to that, we're beginning the month, also, we always begin our month with a blessing, a church blessing. We will be attending the Road Town Seventh-day Adventist Church in Seacows Bay on Saturday, the 6th of September. So we're asking persons on that day to dress in purple, wear something purple, anything, a scarf, an earring, a shirt, a t-shirt, a dress. Turn the BVI purple on that particular day in honor and recognition of persons with a dementia. Further down in September, September 19th, we're going to have our usual walk.
Okay.
We're going to be walking from Noah Lloyd Park around town in the afternoon at 4:45. And remember, this is not an exercise walk. This is an awareness walk. So we really want people to see this, to see us moving in our purple and to be aware of what we are actually doing, raising awareness about dementia and other Alzheimer's and other dementia.
Related,
and
yes.
then we're going back to Noah Lloyd Park, at which point we'll be having information tents where persons can actually ask about dementia. We'll have information to share. Yes.
Wonderful.
And even before that, coming up first, the Minister of Health, how could I forget you, Honorable Vincent, is going to declare September World Alzheimer's Month in the BVI.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And that is always, of course, the culmination of the month, getting his blessing and support, which has been received over the years.
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. I want to talk about just you mentioned about the information tents and,
Yes.
and how persons can come and ask questions. But from your seat, what has the interest been like over the years from residents as it pertains to Alzheimer's and dementia?
Over the years, it has increased. More and more persons are willing to talk about dementia. In fact, just recently I was speaking to a young man who, about dementia, and he was mentioning at least 5 persons that he knew that had some form of dementia.
Understood.
So it's becoming not only more prevalent, but on a personal basis, individually, persons are willing to speak about it. In fact, just this morning, I got a call from the Cabinet Secretariat that would like me to come and discuss with them, have a discussion about Alzheimer's and other dementia. And we're willing to do that. We are open to share information, to bring awareness to the community. This is our passion, and this is our objective and our mission, as it's, as it has been since 2009.
Since inception, yes.
Since inception, exactly.
Wonderful. I want to go back to the walk because the walk on the 19th of September is not just something locally. This is an international walk. Tell us about that.
The World Walk Against Dementia. It is a concept that was created by a group in the UK that's called Purple Angel.
Okay.
And this group is a group of persons who have been diagnosed with a dementia. And they have started many, many initiatives. One was World Rocks Against Dementia, looking at music.
Okay.
That's where we got our Power of Music on the Brain from.
Gotcha.
And now it's World Walks Against Dementia. And I would say over 50 countries throughout the world have joined with Purple Angel to do a walk. And then there are 34 states within the United States have also joined this initiative. So the world really this September, we're turning the world purple.
Absolutely.
We're
and of
making
course,
the world be aware of Alzheimer's and other dementia.
And of course, the BVI will be a part of it. That's the most beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I have to ask you about, just briefly, some signs and symptoms for
Sure.
persons who may not be aware of what to look for.
Well, of course, the classic is memory loss, short-term memory, repeating themselves and not really remembering what they have said a few minutes ago or what they've said to them.
Okay.
But even before that, there are a number of changes that occur in their behavior. You know, they're beginning to act differently than they used to. For example, they may have been used to going to the bank to withdraw a certain amount of money on a regular basis. Then suddenly that changed. They're either decreasing the amount or increasing the amount. So those are subtle changes that may happen. Visual distortion, the vision, the occipital, I don't want to keep saying these technical terms, but the occipital part of the brain is impacted. Behavior change, memory, delusions. These are just a few of those symptoms that that occurs.
And I must ask you though, while we're on that, is there any connotation, any connection between dementia and Alzheimer's with non-communicable diseases?
Absolutely. Okay. First, let me say Alzheimer's is a dementia.
Okay.
Alzheimer's is the most common dementia. Dementia is just an umbrella term that explains all the different types of behavior, cognition, etc. So Alzheimer's, most common. Then there's vascular dementia. Then there's Lewy body disease. Then there's dementia related to HIV. There are a number of dementias that exist. And yes, there is a connection with the non-communicable disease to a dementia. In fact, there is pretty much a link, because those non-communicable diseases such as hypertension, high cholesterol, diabetes impacts the blood flow to the brain. They are major risk factors for dementia. So I ask anyone who's experiencing those symptoms to make sure that they keep track of their numbers and see their doctor on a regular basis.
Understood.
Vision, hearing loss, those are some other symptoms or some other risk factors.
Wonderful. Thank you for bringing that clarity for us. Before we go, I have to allow you two opportunities. One, to share any information about the VI Alzheimer's Association, whether it's your social media handles if persons want to connect with the association, and most importantly, speak to a community of people that have been affected and continue to be affected, whether directly or indirectly, by Alzheimer's and dementia A-related illnesses.
Before I answer that, let me say we're also selling T-shirts.
Wonderful.
We have T-shirts for this walk.
Great.
So please contact us at vialzaware@gmail.com if you would like a T-shirt. Please put in your order with us. In terms of speaking to those who are impacted, we are here for you. At this point, we want to really enhance and increase the amount of support group that we do provide, especially to the family and caregivers, because we know they are the ones that are being stressed by having to care for those persons who have been diagnosed with a dementia. I would say to the family members, don't let them be isolated. Get them out of the home. Get them involved with activities. Get them into the park. Get them out walking. Get them socializing and being physically active, because those are also protective factors. Because there's a saying, it's never too early and it's never too late to reduce your risk for dementia.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you so much for stopping by, and of course, wishing you and the members of the VIA Alzheimer's a successful month. Of course, it's a jam-packed month, so I know you guys have a lot on your plate, but continue doing your part in imparting knowledge, awareness, as well as support. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ron.
You're most
Pleasure
welcome.
as always.
Viewers, that is all the time we have. I'm Ron Grant. You've been watching 284 Media. Remember, September is being observed in the Virgin Islands as well as worldwide as World Alzheimer's Month under the theme Ask About Dementia, Ask About Alzheimer's. Have a great rest of the day. Goodbye.